奪う奴は絶対に許さない。たとえそれが実の親だとしても。さて、どうしてくれようかな。
So, things are getting interesting. I'm actually the strongest episode 4. Also, one of my favorite anime this season so far. I think it's in a very short list. I think it's probably number. Let me think through all the. Let me think through all the anime I'm covering this season so far. So, first and foremost, I think number 1 this season, and I'm just starting off this video very odd and weird, and I know, and just it's all good. I think number 1 this season obviously is Mushoku Tensei. I think number 2 this season for me is My Happy Marriage. Number 3, Heretical Last Boss Queen. And then I think number 4 would be this one, which is Am I Actually the Strongest? Now, the only thing that I'm not putting in this mix is Pokemon, because Pokemon is from the summertime, spring season. So that's the only one that I'm not putting in this list. Or else it'd probably be right above this. But regardless, it doesn't take away from how really good this anime is. And I think from all the gaslighting to the... what do they call it when it's like an homage to something else? Oh, parody. All the parody to, your standard anime villains and anime heroes and stuff that Hart's doing. And he's doing it, on purpose, right? And that's what I like this anime is because, like, he's knowingly doing being really animated and really over the top. He's doing it because Charlotte's watching, right? He's not doing it to be serious or for us, the viewers, to take it really serious. He's doing it to be, ridiculous. And he's just trying to put on a show for Charlotte. And I think that is really, really cute. And I really like that quite a bit. But from all the gaslighting to the funny scenes to them switching the case on it a little bit and actually getting a little bit serious with the whole queen stuff. And we found out a ton about his mom. Like in the beginning of the episode, she just looks like your standard good empress, holy queen type deal. And we find out that she's a little satanic, a little evil, even though that she was the one that conquered the devil king or demon king or whatever. Like, she's kind of demonish herself, and she's manipulative, and she has like a vice grip on the country, so much so that her husband, the king, has no actual power. He's just basically like a figurehead now. And she's even trying to assassinate Charlotte, because she actually might surpass her in the future. She could be the next queen of this country kind of thing. So she's trying to take her out early. Now, obviously, she doesn't realize that her actual son that she birthed is there too. And if she does, she doesn't realize how powerful he is. That's why next episode's called the 10-year reunion. And I'm like, yo, it's about to go down next episode. Like, shit is about to hit the fan. And I'm like, I cannot wait. And I like how even Flay, whatever. I like how our little fox girl was like, yo, you want me to go take that queen's head and deliver it to you? He's like, nah, gotta do it myself. And he's gonna get it next episode too. And I was like, okay, let's freaking go. And yeah, she looks insane. So I can't wait for that to all happen. But I like how he, it's all about protecting his real family. The good thing for him, right, is he is a transporter. He is a isekai person. He's a reincarnation. So for him, because he never really knew his dad and mom, he only had a very limited, 30 minutes with them until they literally, threw him away. He has there's no ties, no blood ties even, for him to feel any type of way towards his actual parents, because to him, those are not his actual parents. And, a normal kid, might discover that, oh, this is my real mom or this is my real dad or something, and not be able to go through with doing what needs to be done because they're finding out they have real parents. But for him, he had real parents in his other world, right? He lived a whole nother life. So all these people to him are not his real, his real parents, but he has those real ones now in this world who are the people who are affectionate towards him and love him and care for him. And that is Charlotte, and that's the Duke or whatever. That's his dad and his mom in this world. So he now has a family that he just wishes and wants to protect, and I think that is awesome. I also like how he asked his dad straight up too. He's like, "Hey, if the queen was going for Charlotte's life, what would you do, man?" And he's like, "Oh, okay." So he basically finds out that his job now, essentially, and at least this is what he thinks, is to protect Charlotte until she comes of age, to then take the throne, and then he can basically peace out and go live a, ordinary, what he would call an ordinary life in this world. So I think that's going to be pretty cool, but I love how, like, that's his plan for the next 10 years or 15 years, probably 10 years, because she's like 5 or 6 years old now. So I think 15, coming of age kind of thing in these fantasy type worlds. So for the next, 10 or so years, maybe 15 years, get her in the queen seat, advise her, peace out. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, we're probably not going to see any of that, but that definitely wouldn't be how his plan ends up going at all. Like we all know that he probably end up being an advisor or something else, something else important, especially because, Charlotte loves her brother. So it's like, what do you do about that? So I doubt that he would be a big old pushover and stay around, but, at least he has this idea. So anyways, overall, episode 4, great episode. The funny moments, funny. The action scenes, cool. The over-the-topness, cool. Learning about the queen, hella cool. So definitely really enjoyed this episode quite a bit. And I think the dub of this one started last week, I believe. So there should be like 2 episodes in the dub. I haven't heard what it sounds like yet, so hopefully it sounds good too, because this is definitely a really good candidate for another dubbed anime this season, which there's a pretty healthy amount of dubbed anime. So if that's your thing, which it is definitely my thing, I think that's really cool, because we can never have enough dubbed anime. So anyways, all right, my friends, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.